Solving a linear equation with several occurrences of the variable. Fractional forms with binomial numerators. In your Aleks pie, mouse over the light green slice, Linear Equations and Inequalities, to reveal the drop-down list of topics you need to cover. Click on Solving a linear equation with several occurrences of the variable, fractional forms with binomial numerators. Here's an example problem. Solve for x. 1 equals x plus 5 over 4 minus 5x minus 1 over 8. Let's click Explain. First, we need to multiply both sides of the equation by the least common denominator. So for 4 and 8, it's 8. To try to make these fractions easier to work with. And don't forget to multiply the whole numbers, or in this case, the left side of the equation, by 8 also. Sometimes people forget to multiply the whole numbers and they're just trying to reduce the fractions and focus on this, that they forget that everything needs to be multiplied by the least common denominator. And then we use the distributive property on the right to make this into this. So just kind of split this up into 8 times x plus 5 over 4 minus 8 times 5x minus 1 over 8. And so over here, 8 times 1 is 8. And on this side, we're doing some cross-canceling to make it even easier to go ahead and multiply. So with 4 and 8, 4 will go into both of those. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then on this side, the 8s will cancel each other out. So we end up with, since this, it doesn't show it, but this makes this x plus 5 over 1, which would just be x plus 5. And so then all we have left here is 2 times parentheses x plus 5. And then this one, since those 8s are gone, all we have left is we're just subtracting 5x minus 1. Since we've already cleared the fractions from the equation, we can use the distributive property again to finish solving. So like right here, 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 5 is 10. So we have 2x plus 10, and on this one we could just, no, we don't just drop the parentheses because this is a minus. We have to distribute that. And so it's like taking -1 times both of these before we can drop the parentheses. So you can do it as -1 times 5x is -5x, and -1 times -1 is +1, or you can read this as the opposite of 5x is -5x, and the opposite of -1 is +1. And now all of our parentheses are gone, and we can compute. So 2x minus 5x is -3x, and 10 plus 1 is 11. And then subtract 11 from both sides to get rid of it over here. And then 8 minus 11 is -3. So then we're left with -3 equals -3x. Divide both sides by -3 to get 1 equals x. Let's try another one. Solve for v. 15 equals 4v plus 6 over 7 plus 7v minus 9 over 6. Here are my notes. Solve for v. 15 equals 4v plus 6 over 7 plus 7v minus 9 over 6. So to make these fractions easier to work with, I need to multiply both sides by the least common denominator for 7 and 6, which is 42. So then 42 times 15, and then with the distributive property, this makes this 42 times parentheses 4v plus 6 over 7 plus 42 times parentheses 7v minus 9 over 6. And then over here we can cross cancel some to make this even easier to work with. 42 and 7 cancel each other out because 7 goes into both of those. That makes this numerator over 1, and then 42 divided by 7 is 6. And then over here, 6 will go into both 6 and 42. 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 42 divided by 6 is 7. And so then with this being over 1, all we have left here is 7 times 7v minus 9. So 42 times 15 is 630. All that's left here is 6 times parentheses 4v plus 6 plus 7 times parentheses 7v minus 9, end parentheses. And then use the distributive property again. So 6 times 4v is 24v, 6 times 6 is plus 36, plus 7 times 7 is 49v, and positive 7 times negative 9 is minus 63. And then combining like terms, 24v plus 49v is 73v, and 36 minus 63 is negative 27. So then since we already have a whole number over here, add 27 to both sides to get rid of this one, so that we have v on one side and a whole number answer on the other. 63 plus 27, I'm sorry, 630 plus 27 is 657, and then we're just left over here with 73v. So divide both sides by 73 to solve for v, and after all of this, we get that 9 equals v. In my Aleks screen, type in the answer that I got in my notes, 9, and click Next. And it says that I got the correct answer. Thanks for watching.